This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
Well, guys, what a fantastic performance by Team Canada. If you didn't see that game today, well, I'll tell you what, I do feel a little bit sorry for you if you didn't, because you missed a fantastic game. We did everything perfectly well. The game against Bahrain was a warm-up for today's game against Japan. The game gets off, both teams are in this, and Japan did show in the first few minutes that, yeah, they are a good team. But let's look at them slightly as the team that was slightly weaker than they could have been. A lot of their big stars were on the bench, and as the game wore through, a lot of those stars started to come into the game, as did Team Canada's substitutions all the way through. But on 9 minutes, I did warn us about that ball over the top, and yes, Doan ticks the ball over the top, and Soma just pokes it past Bourgeon. Did Bourgeon look bad on the goal? I ask you, did he? I don't know. It was a little bit difficult, and he only had a little split time to react. It could have gone left, it could have gone right, and I got to say, those that want to be online and give Bourgeon a little bit of time, well, you've got your opinion. I mean, hey, but on the game, Milan wasn't really busy, was he? Let's face it, he was not busy. The defensive work from the team was absolutely astronomical. Moving forward, we looked great. The touch play was on the money, and we were connecting all over the field. 1-0 down, we didn't give up, and this team's been scored on before, and you know we have. But what do we do in CONCACAF? We get back on the field, we get back in the saddle, and we get back at you, we score a goal, and we win the game. And we get back in this game, and we stay in this game. And like I say, we are a threat throughout the touch play. Got to say this, Tajon Buchanan, what a man today, what a man. But everybody to a man was great today. But for my money, Tajon Buchanan, if he stays on for the second half, we see him become man of the match. Great performance in the first half, Tajon. Bring that to the World Cup. We will worry Belgium. Now, staying with it, we're a goal down coming up to half-time, and Steven Vittorio taps in from 6 yards off a corner. We looked at threat on the corner all the way through. Really, that was where we were going to give problems to Japan. And it wasn't just the height. It's putting decent crosses in. Get that quality into the box. Get on the end of it. Yes, we have to say Atiba Hutchinson deserves an assist on that, because if it wasn't for Atiba, that little touch in the box, it doesn't get over to Steven Vittoria, who slams it in from about maybe 3 yards. But boy, did I jump through the roof when we scored. One apiece at halftime. Everything's looking good. The second half kicks off underway. I'm still jumping up and down. I'm thinking, one apiece. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm expecting a 2-1 loss against Japan. They really are a number team, yeah? 24 in the world, we're 41. You're thinking it could be a loss. But we're one apiece and we're looking good, and we are in the game and we are bossing the game. And where the first 15 minutes we had a little bit of too much respect for Japan, we weren't showing Japan any respect now. We were bossing it, we were looking for the win, and we were going forward as much as we can, but not tearing forward. Everything was done methodically. The backup play, the interfeet play, the triangulation that we were using right across the field, I tell you what, that was one hell of a performance by Canada. And if you're going to get a result against Japan, you can't be pissing around. You've got to give everything you've got. Now, looking at the World Cup, if we play like that, boy, oh boy, oh boy, we will figure in the group. Staying with the Japan game, as you can see, guys, I am absolutely pumped. But staying in the second half, pretty much what we saw in the first half. Controlled plays, nobody really pushing the issue too much, but we were trying to force the issue. And Japan was sitting back a little bit more than they did in the first half. And then it looks like it's going to die the death right at the end. And Japan go forward 88 minutes and slam it off the post. And I tell you what, it slammed right off the post and came back into the penalty area, where if someone had been standing, it would have been a lovely tap-in. But they don't score. It goes into added time, and on 90+5, Richie Laryea tickles himself into the penalty area, gets taken down, it's a penalty, and up steps the man who's just been released by Vancouver Whitecaps. Cavallini steps up to take the penalty, and he does the Panenka. Oh, and it only just gets in as the Japanese keeper gets a hand on it on the line, but not enough. And it goes over the line, and it's 2-1, and it gives me a feeling of absolute euphoria. And it's like, can we hold on? Yes, we can. And at the final whistle, it is Japan 1, Canada 2. Wear that and wear that all the way to the bloody World Cup, because I tell you what, that was the best performance I've seen in a fracking long time. And if we do that at the World Cup, I tell you now, brothers and sisters, we have got a damn good chance of getting out of the group. Look in Belgium, look in Croatia, look in Morocco, because I tell you what, Canadians, if we bring that performance, we can get out of the group. And I'll tell you what, I am going to be buzzing for the rest of the week on this one. Let's have the World Cup. Couple of things I want to tell you though. Pre and post games are coming throughout the World Cup. Take a look at these beauty pictures. Oh yeah. And as we're signing off, our band of heroes, 2-1 on the day. Japan, I love you. Got mucho respect for you. But this is absolutely the best day I've had in a long time since qualifying for the World Cup. But I tell you guys, get ready for the World Cup and get ready to enjoy the rest of the freaking day, because I tell you, this was more than okay. This was excelente. Japan 1, Canada 2. Let's have some more. Oh, and don't forget, we got a lot of other things coming too. Check this. Full time again. Oh, it sounds good to say it. Japan 1, Canada 2. Woohoo! Cheers, guys.
The Ultimate Soccer Show. Join me, listen, you'll love it. Everybody does.